Welcome, bienvenue, and herzlich willkommen to MAN's third high-speed webinar, our forum right around the MAN 175D high-speed engine. My name is Matthias Schlipf. I'm the project manager of this engine family, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you today right from the SMM in Hamburg, the world's leading and biggest exhibition right around the maritime industry. MAN's 2016 SMM logo is the constant drive of innovation. And the two words drive and innovation are actually matching very well to the topic of our third webinar, which is about an innovative propulsion drive for our high-speed engine. So what does propulsion drive and system competence means? It actually means what stands right behind me. It's a very compact, highly efficient high-speed engine, our MAN 175D. You see here our medium duty rating with 2,220 kW with a fuel oil consumption 100% MCR below 200 gram, which makes it the most efficient engine which is out there in the market. Fulfilling IMO Tier 2 with engine internal measures, and if you sail in C-cars, in A-cars, you should use our after treatment solution, which you see on top, consisting of a mixing unit, consisting of a very compact SCR canister, 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter in height, width and length, as well making it the most compact system which is out there. Actually developed together with our MAN truck and bus company, a patented MAN AdBlue system. But it's not only about the engine and the after treatment. Secondly, for the propulsion train, we come to the flexible coupling, which we do see here, and also from our own house to be delivered a Rank 560L T-Rex gearbox. And coming from our maritime expert center in Friedrichshafen, a controllable pitch propeller 490. We will hear some more words about this. All in all, of course, in the end, we have to control the whole propulsion package. And here our Alphatronic comes into the game, with which both for CPP, for FPP solutions, we can exactly structure this. I'm very glad tackling this topic that I have two experts with me. On the one hand, our head of the aft ship department, Mr. Carsten Bornemann. Carsten, great to have you here.
Thanks,
and Michael, also a pleasure, from the sales team of the aft ship department in Friedrichshafen. Today we have 4 agenda topics which we would love to present to you. This is, on the one hand, the complete propulsion package, advantages for it, also references for it. Then we have a deep dive by Carsten into the CPP and FPP topic, and we will conclude with the Alphatronic. So let's tackle the first one, the propulsion system. Michael, is this now something completely new which we offer to our customer for the first time?
When talking about the constant drive of innovation, actually MAN Diesel and Turbo has been engineering and developing propulsion packages for several years. Actually, we started out in 1902 with our very first propulsion package, consisting of a 4-horsepower, 4-stroke hot bulb engine and a 2-bladed CP propeller. And obviously, a lot of propulsion evolution has been taking place since then. And definitely for the 175 family, we are very proud once again to be able to deliver the complete package.
And when talking about this complete package, Michael, we want to please and of course offer advantages both to shipyards as the first customer segment as well to operators. What are the tangible points for a shipyard, for example?
Good question. Obviously, when choosing a complete MAN package, the advantages and benefits are several, but please let me mention a few. when cooperating with MAN Diesel and Turbo, you will have one competent contract partner during the project phase, the planning, the installation, etc. And this is definitely a major benefit. Secondly, our thorough handling of engine, gearbox, remote control system and propeller is ensuring a minimal number of connecting points during installation on board the vessel, mechanically as well as electrical. And finally, of course, we are delivering our one package of documentation covering the entire powertrain. This is definitely also a huge advantage for the shipyards.
Michael, you talked about less fixing points, we're quicker. Can we somehow, how much quicker am I?
We are getting feedback actually from shipyard business partners indicating a 10 to 30% reduced installation cost when choosing a complete package compared to a so-called mixed propulsion package.
I mean, this is then a fair argument, of course. And then once I've installed it, I've commissioned it, it comes to really being in service, being in operation. What is here the key advantage of such a complete solution?
The end user, I mean, from our point of view, the durability and the reliability is, of course, a main factor. And this is assured by the tailored propulsion package, definitely. Besides that, we are also offering our decentralized academies, offering training of crew members, operators, etc.
I think this is a very good point you mentioned, because now you're not only dealing with the engine, you're dealing with the complete propulsion train out of one hand, and of course the crew has to handle it. So academy. I know, Carsten, you not only took courses in the academy right from at your start of your career, but in the later stage you also gave courses. What were your lectures, Professor Bornemann?
We were focusing on the complete propulsion system and, of course, in particular, how to operate, how to maintain and troubleshoot the systems. We had numerous systems out there. Alone on our CP propellers, we have supplied more than 7,000 CP propellers. And of the latest state-of-the-art generations, we have supplied more than 1,400 propellers alone. But let's go and have a closer look on the CP propeller we are offering for the 175D. Here we see the four-bladed CP propeller, which is a part of the 175D package. Until today, our CP propeller range stopped at a propeller diameter of 2,500 millimeter. But to cover the customer segments of the 175D and the power range, we have extended our program downwards with 4 smaller propeller hubs, so that today the smallest diameter we are now covering with the program is 1,300 millimeter. You see here the solution. This actual propeller hub here is VB490. The number means that the diameter of the propeller hub is 490 millimeter. The propeller diameter in itself is 1800 millimeter and propeller speed 415 RPM. When customers choose a CP propeller, they typically have focus on very high maneuverability. This is one of the key advantages with having a CP propeller. By a change of the pitch, you can change the directions or the size of the thrust, so you have very flexible operation. If you have this flexible operation, it's also possible to combine it with a PTO on the gearbox, which can drive a generator for electric power on board the ship. So when you add that all together with a CP propeller, you have a very high efficiency over a wide operating range. Efficiency is always a key point for us. When we design the blades, we have efficiency in mind to save fuel, but the other focus point we have is noise and vibration. So it's always a trade-off to maximize the efficiency and also to lower noise and vibration in the ship. In this case, it's an open propeller, but we also provide the propellers in nozzles. We have the HHT nozzle, which offers high propeller thrust at low vessel speeds. And this is typically relevant for workboats like dredgers, tugboats, offshore supply vessels, where you more need thrust at low vessel speeds rather than free speed capabilities. You can ask, what is then new with the smaller propeller hubs compared to the larger hubs we already had before in our portfolio? Well, the features of this hub is the same. So full feathering capabilities, 4 blades, 5 blades, this is all options which we also have for the smaller series. But we have changed 2 things. The servo system, which on the larger hub is in the propeller hub itself, we have now moved into the engine room, either into the shaft line system or into the gearbox. This is possible with smaller CP propellers because the forces in the hubs are relatively lower compared to a larger hub, and then it's a cost benefit to take it out of the hub itself. Also, to focus on installation cost and lower initial cost on the propeller, we have made a more modularized shafting system. It's necessary for us to bring down the time of delivery when matching packages in this size. So a modular system allows us to be more flexible, faster in engineering, and easier to install for the shipyard. So these are the 2 differences we have with the smaller hub range compared to the larger program.
Thank you, Carsten. Carsten, you mentioned applications like tugboat, workboats, as well offshore vessels, where maneuverability is a key aspect. What if I'm a customer that wants to have a single spot optimization? What propulsion solution can we offer here?
Well, then the typical answer would be, instead of a controllable pitch propeller, we can offer a fixed pitch propeller where the propeller is casted in one piece. They have several advantages. First of all, as you mentioned, the efficiency in the design point itself is higher compared to a CP propeller, simply due to the fact that the hub of the fixed pitch propeller is smaller. So we are considering around 2% better efficiency of the fixed pitch propeller compared to the CP propeller. Secondly, the initial cost of the fixed pitch propellers is around 30% lower than the CP propeller. And finally, of course, the maintenance cost for a fixed pitch propeller is lower. This is quite obvious because you have no moving parts in the propeller, you have no service system, so for the operator, less maintenance cost. Okay. These are some of the main benefits with the fixed pitch propeller.
In the fixed pitch propeller, I remember that we have also a very special design which we could offer our customer, right?
Yes. Actually, both for the fixed pitch propeller as well as for the CP propeller, we have the special couple design where we have the bend the tip towards the suction side. We can then load the propeller more at the tip region, and thereby we increase the efficiency on the propeller itself. Okay. So this is really the state-of-the-art technology within propeller designs.
I think this is also one of those key messages. It's not only about now sticking those different parts together which are supplied by different companies. No, it's within MAN, and it's developed and designed and assembled still at MAN.
Yes. I would mention maybe a last feature on our fixed pitch propeller. Again, we have a lot of focus on how to install on the shipyard. It's typical that you use such a shaft cone connection on fixed pitch propellers. But in the smaller FPP range, we have developed a hub flange connection, whereby you reduce the installation time. You don't have to do any blue fittings, which may take several days on the shipyard. This is a benefit for the shipyard itself, but later on for the ship owner, if you damage the propeller, if you, for example, hit a stone and you need to replace the propeller, then it's very easy to take off the old propeller and replace it by a new propeller and have a very short downtime. So these are some of the features we think into our solution.
Exactly. No, very good. So this comes once again to this installation time, just limited. But I think this is not only valid for the mechanical part, right? This is also very important for the whole propulsion control and also the integration in the ship alarm system. So, Michael, this is one of your core fields.
Definitely.
What do we have here?
Actually, we are very proud to present our new generation of our remote control system, the Alphatronic 3000 175D edition. Going back to 1902, the basic functionalities was propeller RPM and pitch for CP propellers and clutch control. Nowadays, the demands for a high-efficient remote control system is obvious, and therefore we have developed this 175 edition of our Alphatronic 3000 system. Now, of course, the system is applicable for both fixed pitch propellers as well as CP propellers. It includes our trolling function for fixed pitch propellers, ensuring a smooth clutch control during maneuvering. It has the electrical shafts ensuring a bumpless transfer between bridge and bridge wings. It is able to handle all kind of gearbox applications, including PTI, PTO, and hybrid solutions. And it actually also includes our cruise control, as we call it, our speed pilot, comparable to a cruise control in your car, ensuring a constant vessel speed, meaning a reduced fuel consumption. And additionally, we have actually added an extra feature, not only optimizing the combinator relation when operating with CP propellers, meaning the optimum RPM in combination with the optimum pitch, but also actually taken into account the absolute lowest specific fuel oil consumption of the main engine. For this configuration, we have actually verified results indicating a 4 to 5% reduced fuel oil consumption.
Thank you, Michael. I think this is a very, very strong argument. If you have 4 to 5% of fuel oil consumption coming from the propulsion system control and the complete solution, adding the most efficient engine which is there on the market, then you have really a tremendous advantage in operation costs. But I guess we tackled now quite well our 4 agenda points. Now it's up to you, customers. Lately, we had exactly such a customer survey, and we were welcoming a lot of customers presenting exactly this propulsion drain solution, and a lot of questions were asked to us. One was, can I also use the Alphatronic for variable frequency?
That's a good question, and definitely we are able to interface with variable frequency drives, making it possible to utilize the shaft generator not only in constant speed mode but actually in combinator mode, assuring the absolute minimum fuel oil consumption of the power train, meaning the optimum pitch in combination with the optimum RPM, still looking into the optimum specific fuel oil consumption of the engine, and at the same time utilizing the shaft generator. So yes, definitely we are able to handle this as well.
Then a second question was all about, we have a standard scope of supply, or we have a list of propeller, blade, speed which we can deliver, and the customers asked Carsten, can they also have individual, so tailor-made, custom-made blades, sizes,
Yes,
speeds?
yes. This is one of our strengths actually. We do tailor-made solutions all the time. We are suggesting a standardized program for no ice class ships. But of course, if the customer comes to us with specific needs, or for example, they have an ice class on the ship where you need to strengthen the gearbox, the propeller, the hub, everything for the ice demands, then this is also feasible. We do that and we customize it really to the specific customer need.
As we have really the design, the calculation, the computational fluid dynamics
Yes.
people to really
Yes.
get
Yes.
into the detail.
Yes. Yes.
And then this was more for the technological guys. And then of course the purchasing and the procurement officers always were asking, well, you have now this patented capel design you adapted from the wings of an airplane where they went up. But can we grasp it? What is the fuel oil consumption here?
Yes, compared to a conventional propeller design, when we do this extra loading in the tip region, we are increasing the propeller efficiency by 3 to 5% compared to a conventional design. And what that means, some people think, oh, maybe I have to multiply with the efficiency, but no, 3 to 5% improved efficiency on a propeller is directly transferable into a 3 to 5% saving in fuel cost on the ship. Also, the couple design goes very well hand in hand with other efficiency devices. Very often we see combination with, for fixed pitch propeller box cap fins, or for CP propeller rudder bulbs. They add another 2 to 4% to the efficiency. So we are talking about figures when having a holistic approach to more efficiency devices in the range of 5 to 9%. So that really brings something into the equation compared to conventional traditional designs.
Very good. So as a summary, this means really for the operators, it's fuel consumption. We're talking about huge advantages. We're talking about having one person to talk to all over the world. We're in 130 locations. We're having 15 academies worldwide. You always meet MAN. There is no dealer, there is no sub-dealer in between. And it comes to long TBOs. For the shipyards, we heard it's installation costs, it's connecting points, it's the mechanical interfaces are easier, plus the electronical interfaces are easier, and we talk about 10 to 30% reduced installation cost, which we have customers example. So that was it in a nutshell. Now I have to say thank you to you, Michael. Thank you to you, Carsten, for your insights into the world of propellers, Alphatronics, and complete propulsion system. And of course, thanks to you, customers and spectators, to take your time visit our webinar. If you want to know more, on the one hand, you can always come here to the SMM, at least till Friday. We would be pleased to tell you and give you even more insights. If not, you can always visit us on our webpage 175d.man.eu. It was a pleasure. Hope to see you soon again via email, via phone, on the exhibition live, or on the next webinar. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.